Hi, welcome back to Family and Fit, where we talk fitness and how to integrate it in your busy lifestyle. So, today is going to be a food challenge day, and we're going to be eating Burger King. As you can see back there somewhere. I kind of parked the car at a weird angle so that you can see it. Yeah. Alright, cool. I've done food challenge videos before. I've done like Taco Bell, McDonald's, and I did those a little bit differently. One of the things that I did in those videos is I would go ahead and just eat however I felt like, eat the meals that I wanted to eat, and then at the end of the day, I would try to recover my macros. And generally, your protein macros are going to be the level that is going to be the lowest, and it's going to be the hardest to get back up because fast food just does not have a high percentage of protein macros within their foods. So that's what I have generally done in the past. This video, what I'm going to do a little bit differently is I pre-planned out a lot of my meals. I'm going to try to pre-plan out every single meal, and I'm going to go through the process of showing you how I'm planning those meals out. And so stick around to the end of this video so that way you can see how I'm planning these videos out and the process of going about that. Right now, I'm about to go into a cut. I'm trying to reiterate to my own mind what calorie density is. I already know. I intuitively eat all the time. I haven't tracked my calories for about 6 months now, but you need a refresher to show yourself like, okay, this is how much this calorie is. It's like, damn, I thought that had a lot more calories in it, or I thought that had a lot less calories in it, because your perception over time will get more skewed the longer you go without actually tracking things. So I want to make sure that I track things for a period of time, at least for probably a month or two, and I may do it through the entire cut process because cutting is a lot harder to be intuitive than bulking, at least for myself. Now, it might be the completely opposite for other people. Some people may need to count their calories to be able to bulk, and they just always stay lean all the time. So it depends on your body makeup and depends on your nature and the way you eat and your relationship with food. So I definitely want to keep that process going in the right direction. We're getting really close to it, so it's time I start practicing and seeing about where I'm eating at for the day, seeing where my macros and my calories are at for the day, because I'm not really tracking, I'm just intuitively doing things. So I just want to try to not modify the way I'm eating too much. One of the other topics of this video is to make sure I get my protein levels super high. Every time I do this, I want to make sure I hit my protein for the day. And I think that most people that do these food challenge videos, I don't think they really attempt to hit their protein macros and try to keep their calorie intake at a certain range. So a lot of people, it's just like eat as much as they want in a day, whereas my methodology is more of eating in a way that it may be beneficial and knowledgeful for you. That way you can actually utilize these tactics to be able to keep your protein levels high and keep your progress in the gym moving along. Make sure you stick around to the end of this video where we go through the process of checking different macros and how to find the right foods and how to choose the right foods and how taking things on and off, kind of like you'll see here shortly. I'm going to do some different tips throughout the video of what I do to make sure that my macros stay on point by the end of the day. I'll catch y'all at the first meal.
Hi, thank you for stopping. This is Sarah. What can I get for you?
I'm gonna get 2 ham and egg croissants.
2 ham and egg?
Yep.
No cheese?
Nope.
Alright, anything else for you?
Yeah, a large coffee.
A large what?
Coffee.
Coffee. Alright, any cream or sugar?
No thank you. Maybe some ice, a little bit of ice in it.
I'm sorry, say it again for me.
Just a little bit of ice in there, please.
Ice in it, okay. Yeah. Anything else for you?
No, that'll be it, thank you.
Okay, $5.69. Second window, please.
Appreciate it. How's it going?
Hi. Folks, I don't know why I'm giving you a straw. Just to have it. Oh,
Here, sorry.
That's fine. Appreciate it.
just to have it. Drinks going out the window, y'all get straws today.
Suck that coffee to that straw.
Yeah. There you go.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Have a good one.
Thank you. Alright guys, got these croissants here. So, as you've probably already seen in some of my other videos, this little tip here I got for you. What we're going to do here is, we're going to have to get rid of one of these croissants. One of these. They got to go. Got to go. So I'm going to take, I got 2 sandwiches. The reason why I did 2 sandwiches versus just getting a single sandwich, add both these things, is because it's cheaper. It's almost always a lot cheaper to just get 2 sandwiches and then add the meats from the other sandwiches to one sandwich. So now we've got, bam, this thing here. There you go. Yeah, look at that goodness. Look at that goodness. Now, I went with this route because it had the highest amount of protein. I'm not necessarily in a cut just yet, but I want to cut back on my calories. I want to start counting my calories and counting my macros now, but just because I want to start getting back into the routine of cutting. I generally do everything intuitively, but whenever it comes to a cut, I like to refreshen my idea and my accuracy of the caloric density of foods, and I just do that because I want to ensure that whenever I'm tracking things, whether it's intuitive or not, that I'm tracking them properly, or at least very closely, or a lot more close than if I haven't tracked macros at all for, say for instance, 6 months to a year. It may be a lot more difficult to be accurate, and my perception of different food densities, calorie densities, may be skewed. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw on some YouTube real quick here on the phone, because that's what I always do. I'm always educating myself, always watching YouTube. You know, it's just what you got to do. So I'm going to throw some YouTube on here, and I'm going to crash this sandwich real quick. Alright guys, we're about to go ahead and grab meal number 2 right now. I know what I'm getting. Do you know what I'm going to get? Stay tuned and see.
Thank you for stopping at Burger King. How can I help you?
Yeah, I'm going to get a double Whopper.
You want cheese on that?
No thank you. And I guess like a Diet Coke.
Alright, small, medium, or large?
Large, please.
Okay.
That'll be it.
The 803, second right there.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hi, 803.
Thank you.
What happened on your boat?
It's not good. It's not good, dude.
Thank you for stopping.
Thank you.
Have a good
Appreciate
one.
it. You too. Alright guys, so I just got the double Whopper. As you've seen, I didn't get any fries with it. Got a diet drink, 0 calories here. So, yeah. Really nothing special about this right here. This is probably going to be the highest calorie thing of the day. I do not think they actually have this completely accurate on their site. When I initially looked at it, it was like 900 calories, but then when I clicked into it to see like the macronutrients of it, it went up to like 1100 calories, but then it showed like 3 different beef patties in there, which it only has 2 on there. So I took every one of them off individually, and they all rang up as the same amount of calories. So that must mean they just have too many patties on there. And on top of that, when you click into it, it is 1100 calories, and when you're just looking at it before you click into the sandwich itself for the macronutrients, it was 900 calories. So I'm going to go ahead and call this burger 900 calories. I did not get cheese added onto it, which I could have done, obviously, but I didn't. It's probably going to be my highest calorie thing of the day, like I said. And the next meal, I'm probably going to keep that one a little bit leaner. So, yeah, you're going to have to stay tuned. Stay tuned for that. And definitely make sure you're staying tuned for the end of this video, because I think that's going to be the most valuable part of this video. And also to see where my macronutrients are for the end of the day, and see if I actually hit my protein levels like I said I was going to do. Now it's time to crash the sandwich. Put on some YouTube first, because, you know, that's what you got to do. You got to watch the tube. I'm watching some Ryan. You can't really see it. Okay, whatever. But yeah, he's just another fitness YouTuber. I generally watch a lot of fitness YouTubers just because I like to keep myself up to date with fitness and what's going on in the fitness community. So it's like it's like my entertainment. A lot of the other times I'm watching different educational stuff as far as like building a YouTube channel, different business oriented things, just all kinds of various different videos that's based around self-improvement, because I'm like addicted to self-improvement and education and efficiency. So yeah, I'm gonna shut up now and I'm gonna go ahead and crash this here burger. Alright guys, crashed that. It's pretty decent. I don't eat Burger King hardly ever, so that was kind of a nice little treat. I kind of like the way that Burger King does their like charboiled burgers. Just tastes a little bit different, tastes a little bit better than, not necessarily better, but it's just different. It's the whole different thing than like eating McDonald's. Like, it just definitely don't have that flavor to it. It's its own unique flavor. I didn't really mention this before, but I'm out of town in Crestline, Ohio. If you're kind of following along some of the other videos, you kind of already know that, but I had to go into the plant like super early this morning. This place here does not believe in places opening up early. Like, there's literally not a McDonald's or anything open before 6 a.m. and I had to be in at like 5. So therefore I was not able to eat when I first went into work. I had to wait till like 9, 10 o'clock. That's when I had my first meal. And now it's about like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. No, it's 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Just eating my second meal. So that's part of the reason why I went ahead and made this meal a little bit heavier than my next one. My next one might be about the same amount of calories, because I'm going to try to get like in between 2,500, 27, 3,000 calories, something like that. I'm still in a bulk. My maintenance is right around like 2,500 calories. At least that's what I believe it is. And the reason why I say that is because I've made some gains over the course of this last 6 months. And you really don't know what your maintenance is until you try to stay at maintenance for quite a bit of period of time. Now, my lean bulk was going really well, so I know I was pretty damn close to my maintenance calories, like going over maybe 250 to 500 a day, which is a decent number for me. I really kind of overdid it this past like month or two, you know, with the holidays and everything, and kind of just eating how I wanted to, not really watching what I'm eating. And it's like that when you get away from tracking your macros and counting calories and whatnot. You lose sight of how much something is, and you think you can just consume as much as you want. It's really good for me, just the fact that like I've been documenting and looking at how many calories I'm eating today with the meals that I'm eating, because it's like I would have normally got probably that burger and french fries and would have crashed the whole thing. And that's kind of the mistake that I've been making, is especially being out of town. I have my food paid for me, which is super nice. So I just kind of get whatever, and then I just crash hella food, crash way too much food, and yeah, it causes me to overeat pretty much all the time. I'm eating pretty like lean. I do a really good job at eating lean. I also do a really bad job at overeating and trying to eat like everything that's on my plate. So I'm going to do better at that. This is really helping with that. Hopefully this type of thing helps you guys with that. I'm going to probably keep this next meal pretty lean. Maybe get some french fries with it. I don't know. We'll add up these calories, see what I'm working with right now. And yeah, catch y'all at the next meal. Here we go, dude. Alright guys, so this is the last meal of the day. As you can see, it's evening time. Just went and hit a gym session. I'm all sweaty. Just burned off 200 calories on the treadmill. Hit some shoulder press. Hit some dumbbell shoulder press, by the way. Hit some pull-ups. Hit some dumbbell bench. Hit some... What else did I hit? Hit some glutes, because I'm trying to get those glutes up, get those legs up. You know what I'm saying? Gotta do that, gotta do it. Because they're frail, and I'm starting to tip over. Like when I walk around, I tip over and fall on my face because my upper body's too heavy for my lower body. Yeah. Last meal of the day, probably gonna be a small meal. Went to Starbucks earlier, got some espressos, drank too many, took a energy supplement, which I should not have done, because now I was extra tweaked out. My workout was like hindered because of it. I'll talk to you guys about that in another video, so make sure you hit that subular button. Sorry, it's all dark in here. But yeah, make sure you hit that subular button, because you're going to want to see those type of videos about like how you may or may not react to stimulants, pre-workouts, any of those things, caffeine, any type of caffeine, coffee, all that. So yeah, hit that sub button. But it's time to get the last meal of the day.
Hi, thank you for choosing Burger King. Can I take your order, please?
I hope so. Alright, I think I'm just gonna get the grilled chicken sandwich, no mayonnaise.
Grilled chicken sandwich and no mayonnaise. Will there be anything else tonight?
Do y'all have like side salad?
Oh, yes, we do.
Can I get like a piece of grilled chicken put on a side salad too? Do y'all have any like balsamic, or not any balsamics, but any vinaigrettes?
We have honey balsamic dressing. Is that okay?
Yeah, let's go with that. And by the way, the menu thinks that's mayo. I don't know if that means no mayo from where y'all are at, but
You just want mayo too?
no. So on the grilled chicken sandwich, it says mayo.
No, it says no mayo.
Oh, okay. It don't say. Oh, it's a minus sign. I see it now. Okay, I get you. Alrighty.
Okay.
Yep.
Will there be anything else?
Y'all have any like light lemonade?
Any what?
Light lemonade?
Yes, we do.
Oh, there you go. I want one of those. No
What
ice,
size
please.
would you like?
What's that?
What size?
Large. No ice, please.
Okay, your order is 1221. So pull around.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, guys. So I'm not gonna eat this meal here right now. I'm really not hungry. I don't know why. Probably because it's the end of the bulk and I'm feeling fluffy and like I just overall am not feeling good about the situation right now. So, in all seriousness though, I'm not really that hungry. Take this back to the hotel with me because I don't want to get back out. I want to be efficient. I want to get back to the hotel so I can edit some videos, do some thumbnails. I'm going back through and trying to add some tags and stuff. Y'all don't know nothing about that, but basically I'm working on YouTube and doing YouTube-y things to make this YouTube channel grow more and to reach more people and crush our 2019 goal of hitting 1,000 subscribers. So if you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subular button. Catch y'all back at the hotel. Alright guys, so about to go ahead and crash this here sandwich. Boom! Chicken sandwich. You didn't even see that happen, did you? Let me adjust the camera. Oh, I dropped my food. Dude. Alright, maybe you can see a little bit better. Got this here sandwich here. Got a salad. Boom. Always get a vinaigrette. I don't think I've ever had grilled chicken from Burger King, so that's kind of a new little change. Honey balsamic. We'll check out the macros on this. 120 calories. Yeah, I'm not using that. I don't use 120 calorie dressings. Just don't do it. I'll eat it dry. Kind of bum. It's a bummer, dude. Sucks. But yeah. So while I'm sitting here crashing this sandwich, I'm going to be downloading the software to do screen recording so I can record my screen and show you guys the process of me diving in and going through and showing you guys how to be able to track your macros, utilizing some of the websites, show you how to navigate through them. I kind of noticed that they're all kind of similar on in the way that you get to the menus and to the macros and to the calories and whatnot. So I'm going to go through and show y'all guys how to do that, and I'm going to screen record it instead of just having y'all watch my computer, because like that's just generic, and you know we got to keep this content quality on here. So yeah, we got to do it how we got to do it. I know you're probably tired of looking at my salad and you wanted to see it right now. So here, boom. Like I said, I've never even had a salad from Burger King. So here we are. Hopefully it's decent. Let's check out the sandwich real quick because I'm just going to do another time lapse of me eating the sandwich while this thing records. And yeah, that's how we're going to manage to do this thing today because, okay, all right. Boom. Hide from the, look, I'm hiding from the camera. You got to hide from the Sony because if it sees you, it'll lock onto you. It's actually really good at autofocus. I don't know why people complain about Sony having bad autofocus. I can't get it to not autofocus on me. As soon as it sees me, it's like, look, watch. Don't even want to look at the sandwich. It wants to look at me. See me? Boom. Okay. Done playing around. Done making messes now. I got this thing with no mayonnaise because that was an extra 100 calories that I didn't want. Make sure you're sticking around to the end because I'm going to put all my calories, macros at the end. I'm going to show y'all how I go through and how I basically was able to plan out my meals for today and teach myself essentially what is good on the menu, what can fit my macros, and what can keep me on track with my fitness journey, and hopefully keep you on track with your fitness journey. So time for me to get back to work, crash my sandwich, crash this salad, maybe. I don't know. I mean, I need to eat the salad because I talked about, I just got to try to keep calories down. Okay, back to work. Yeah, so that sandwich tastes a little, I won't say burnt. Tastes pretty good, though. I think that might be part of their dealio, is they may try to burn the thing a little bit for, like, just different flavor. Who knows? I don't know. Maybe somebody knows, but maybe if you've ever worked at Burger King or something like that, put it down in the comments below. Let me know. Yeah, camera battery's about to die, so you're not going to be able to get to see me eat the salad. But I'll be right back when I get this video editing software done, and we'll go through the macros, what I ate for the day, and show you guys how I added things up and how I was able to come up with what I came up with. Catch y'all in a minute. Alright guys, here we are. We're going to make this quick. If you want a more extensive version of what I'm about to do, make sure to hit that subular button, because I'm going to do a whole entire video where I go through almost every fast food site and different restaurant sites and go through and show you how to navigate through each one of the pages. I'm going to do a little tidbit of each restaurant that I eat at every time I eat at one, but it's going to be a lot shorter, not near as extensive, just because I don't want to consume a whole heck of a lot of y'all's time if that's not what you're here for, but it is a very, very valuable part of these videos. So I'm going to go ahead and start off here on the Google page, just because I know there's going to be somebody that's not going to be able to figure this out. And hey, I'm not mad at you. I didn't know how to operate a computer not too long ago. So we're going to type in Burger King. It's going to take us, it's going to load this screen here. We're going to click on the menu. You see how it says Burger King. Pay attention to the www.bk.com. Burger King with the R next to it basically just signifies that that's the legit site and not like some spammy site. Click on menu. That'll take you right to where you want to go. So here we are in the menu already, and I'll take you the long way on the longer video. But as of right now, we're gonna just take the quick route, the easy route, and I think most sites you can get there the exact same way we got here. But like I said, I'll do it the long way in the other video. For example, one of the things that I got a burger. And I want to make this one very, very quick. Like I said, you're just going to have to make sure you hit that subular button and stay tuned to see the video that is going to go in depth in this thing. So I got a double Whopper. And I want to show you this one too, mainly because the calories are about to be messed up on this. So this is 900 calories, right? You click into the sandwich, and it's going to tell you 1,140 calories. All right? So here you're going to have your calories, your fats, your saturated fats, trans fats. Let's get into, you got sugars, your carbohydrates, your proteins. So the main thing you're going to be paying attention to is your fats, your carbohydrates, and your proteins. Now, me, to be honest, I keep it super, super simple, and if you're just now starting fitness, I would absolutely keep it this simple as well. So the thing I will look at is calories and proteins. Now, this is something that I preach. I generally will always try to hit 10 grams of protein for every 100 calories until I reach my protein macros for the day, which is roughly about 150 grams of protein, weigh about 160 pounds in my bulk state. When I shred back down, I'll probably weigh close to like 140, but that's like almost competition stage ready weight. Now, here's something that most sites have as well. They have like a customizable ingredients button. Now, this is a very awesome tool because you can really teach yourself macros by using this. This is like a tremendous tool for being able to do this, and that's why I'm going to make an extensive video that kind of goes over how to do this, and I'm probably going to do a secondary video on top of that that dives into like a training video of learning macros utilizing this. So if you don't know how to do macros and what foods are what, this is a good way to teach yourself, or just watch that video and I'll kind of go through and teach you myself. So, the discrepancy in the calories comes from this. It says beef patty, Whopper beef patty, Whopper beef patty, okay? Well, there's only 2 patties on there, so their site's just not correct. And what I did is I went through and I clicked off all of these, and you notice it dropped it down to 900 calories, what it said on the first menu. You take off any one of these patties and it drops it down to 900. So essentially in this menu here, in the previous menu before this, that with 1,140 calories, they just have their macros, or they just have their calorie count wrong because of adding in this extra piece of beef right here. One of the things that I'll do with this is I'll play around with certain things. Like if I'm concerned about maybe something being super high in fat, like I know mayonnaise is always really high in fat, and almost a lot of things that have mayonnaise in it is going to take off 100 calories if you just take off mayonnaise. Boom. So we went from 1,140 to 980. That is a tremendous amount of calories. What is it, like 180? Something like that? It's like ridiculous. I don't know math very well, but like 160 calories. So you're dropping off 160 calories, but just by checking off the mayonnaise. And that could vary. That could be a hair bit less, or it could even be more, depending on how much mayonnaise Joe Blow decides to actually squirt on that thing. So another thing that I'll do is I will check off stuff like the beef patty. So by checking on and off this beef patty, I can look down here at my proteins, and I can see 47 grams of protein, 67 grams of protein. So each one of these beef patties is worth 20 grams of protein. And then you can go over here and you look at your calories and see how many calories are being added and taken away. And that'll give you the ratio of how many calories to proteins to see if the meat matches the 10 grams of protein to 100 calorie ratio. And a lot of the things that I'll do, and a big tip that I'll do, is say, for instance, I won't get the fries. And you've seen I didn't get hardly any fries throughout the whole entire challenge. I don't think I even did any fries on this challenge. I'll do something like maybe I messed up. So like sometimes I'll do these videos, or I'll just eat however in the morning, and I won't worry about it till later. Then I'll kind of track it later on in the day. And I'll be like, man, I really messed up my macros because I ate pancakes earlier or something like that. So what I can do is I can add a third piece of meat to this, and it will boost my protein up a little bit more. You don't want to go with 2 sandwiches because then you're adding the carbs from the breads, and if you got mayonnaise, the mayonnaise. I generally will always take mayonnaise off. Let's go ahead and go back, and I'll just take y'all into another sandwich real quick. Make sure, like I said, hit that subular button if you want to get way more in depth on going about doing this. What was the other sandwich that I got? I got the grilled chicken sandwich. So we're sitting at 470 calories, which is pretty low in calories, to be honest, and with 37 grams of protein. So I can look at this and be like, okay, that's really close to my 10 grams of protein to 100 calorie ratio. Like, what is on the sandwich that we may be able to take off to get us there? So boom, right there, mayonnaise, right off the bat, puts you at 360 calories to 36 grams of protein. That is the exact 10 to 100 ratio that I was talking about. For me, that is such a big deal, at least until I accomplish my protein for the day, because what I notice, if you don't try to knock out your protein macros earlier in the day, you'll get to the end of the day and it'll almost be unaccomplishable. Like the only thing you'll be able to eat is a chicken breast with no nothing on it, no bread, no nothing. So that's why I like to keep that ratio the way I do. It does not have to be that throughout the entire day. Like if I ate nothing but 10 grams of protein for every 100 calories, I would have way too much protein in a day. My macros for protein would be way too high. That's just a general rule of thumb to help me accomplish my macro target for the day. Alright guys, well I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. I think this was long enough. I don't think that I need to keep on extending this video out any longer. If you want to, you know what to do. If you want to check out more of this content and get more relatable information, thank you again for watching. Thank you. If you stuck around to the end, I think you got tons of value. I really appreciate it. Catch y'all later.